Have you ever wondered, where does JavaScript actually run? We know it powers websites, but is it just the browser? What about when you hear people talk about Node or React? Let's break it down. This will be your quick start map to understanding how JavaScript lives in your code. Let's start where most people meet JavaScript, right inside the browser. It all starts with files. For example, what's this file we're looking at, you might ask? That's HTML. It's the structure of a web page. Think of it as the bones of your website. And JavaScript, it's the brain. Or maybe the personality. Here's a basic HTML file. If I open this in Chrome or Firefox and check the console, boom, it works. That's because browsers like Chrome, Firefox or Edge all come with something called a JavaScript engine. Chrome's engine is called V8. Yeah, V8, like the car engine. Fast, powerful, but no oil changes required. So what's happening here? JavaScript runs inside the browser and can interact with the page itself. It does this using something called the DOM, the Document Object Model. The DOM is like a whole new dimension inside your web page.
Pun intended.
It's how the browser organizes everything you see, so JavaScript can change it, move it, react to it, like magic. We'll explore the DOM on a later video. For now, just know it's your GS playground. But when it comes to the web, JavaScript doesn't do all the work alone. Like we talked about before, we've got HTML, which is the structure, the bones, then there's CSS, which adds style. Think of it like clothes for your HTML. And finally, JavaScript or JS, which adds interaction. It's the brain. It makes things move, react, respond. We'll go deeper into HTML and CSS in upcoming videos. But for now, just remember this. JavaScript needs its teammates. Now here's the twist. JavaScript doesn't only run in the browser. Some very smart people figured out how to run JavaScript on your computer and on servers. And some engineers, like our friend the Promagene, still ask, why would anyone create such a torture device? But hey, it turned out to be really useful. Let's talk about what makes that possible. Node.js. Node is a runtime that lets you run JavaScript directly on your machine. No browser required. Here's a quick JS file. I already have Node installed on my system. Installing it is a bit out of scope for this video, so don't worry about that yet. Just know that it lets me do this. Boom, same result, just outside the browser. Why does this matter? Because with Node you can build backends, create command line tools, run automations. Basically, you unlock a whole new level of what JavaScript can do. Now maybe you've heard of React. React is a JavaScript library for building user interfaces. It was created by an engineer in Facebook, no Meta, and it still runs in the browser, just like the example we saw earlier. But it lets you write JavaScript in a different way. You get some handy abstractions, cleaner code structure. Basically, it tries to make your life easier. Of course, this is JavaScript, so not everyone agrees. Some developers love React and swear by it, others think it's overkill, or just not their cup of tea. And like anything in this world, there are alternatives. You've got Svelte, which is all about simplicity and performance, or Angular, built by Google, which takes a more structured, opinionated approach. In React, you might see something like this. Looks kinda weird, right? Mixing HTML with JavaScript. Don't worry, we'll get there. Just remember, React is still JavaScript. It's just a different way to write it, and honestly, a pretty powerful one. So, where does JavaScript run? In the browser, inside HTML, on your computer using Node.js, inside libraries like React, which still rely on browser engines. Once you understand that, you're not just writing code anymore. You're building for the web, for servers, for apps, and for some, very opinionated frameworks. The beauty of JavaScript is that it runs almost everywhere. The curse of JavaScript is that it runs almost everywhere. So yeah, once you learn it, the browser becomes your playground. and also your debugger, your therapist, and occasionally your worst enemy. Next up, we'll dive into the basics of writing JavaScript, variables, functions, and your first interactive page. Hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next dimension.